Guys, we are back. Good evening, good morning, or good afternoon. As always, it is so great to see you. Folks, Photography Talk episode 52 is kicking off right after Thanksgiving. Those of you in the States, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, but we're not going to be talking about turkey here today. We're going to be talking about a few cameras and a few other items, and of course our giveaway. Now, if you have an EOS R5 that is suffering from overheating issues, there is a new way to control all that heat while also getting unlimited, yeah, you're right, unlimited 8K recording. Pretty cool stuff, huh? Now we're going to discuss the details of that in a minute, but first, I do want to thank you for tuning in today. It is so great to see you guys tuning in to another episode of Photography Talk. If you're already subscribed to the channel, you, my friend, are awesome. I really appreciate you joining our growing YouTube family. If you have not yet subscribed, well, be sure you do that before you go heading off. Being a subscriber ensures that you're on top of our latest content, and it's also a requirement to be eligible for our monthly giveaways, which we're going to talk about at the end of this video. So, if you like what we're doing here, hit that subscribe button and you could end up as a lucky winner with some pretty cool photography gear being sent your way. I don't know why I did that, but hey, it works. Anyways, let's get on to this week's headlines. Kicking things off, Photokina is unfortunately dead. Photokina 2020 was supposed to happen, if you recall, back in May of this year, but it was canceled in March due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, there were several attempts to figure out how to proceed with the event, but the event organizers quickly realized that the conditions in the industry made it really impossible to proceed. Now, in all reality, Photokina has been struggling long before the pandemic. The timing of the event and the regularity of the event had been changed in recent years as an adjustment to the downward trend of the photography industry. It's too bad too. At one point, Photokina drew in a crowd of 180,000 people and vendors from more than 40 countries to Cologne, Germany, where the event has been going on since 1950. When you think about the time of the year that Photokina usually kicks off, it's Oktoberfest time, so it's kind of three birds with one stone. You go over there, have some great beer, see some beautiful countryside, and you get to look at some new camera gear. But at least for now, there are no plans to resurrect Photokina in the near future. And I suspect this is not going to be the last industry event that we're going to see die off as a result of the pandemic either. Next, all you R5 owners are going to want to pull up on this one here. This EOS R5 overheating mod results in unlimited 8K recording. I think by now we all know about the overheating issues that the R5 and the R6 have. But what if I told you there was a way to stop the camera from overheating while getting unlimited, yeah, I'm gonna say that again, unlimited 8K recording with virtually no noise. A few days ago I was browsing YouTube and came across this video in which these folks over at DIY Perks built a water-cooled system for their EOS R5. I know what you're thinking, it sounds crazy, but water cooling isn't a new thing for cameras. In fact, it's been done before in DSLRs. Well, plus many of the dedicated astrophotography cameras come with water cooling systems to help minimize or cut down on the heat that the camera puts out during these ultra-long exposures. Since the EOS R5 is capable of really incredible 8K recording, but has some overheating problems, it's the ideal candidate for a DIY intercooler. Now, I for one, and yeah, I'm a pretty adventurous sort of guy. I'm always up for a good mod, but yeah, no. I'm not going to be making this kind of modification to my R5, but it is still interesting to see how the system is built and how well it performed. I don't know about you guys, but these sort of videos I find super interesting. First, the ingenuity, the understanding of physics, and just the balls that crack open this camera and experiment as they did, and it's pretty darn cool. But as you can see in the video, the process isn't terribly complicated, and it could open up the door for Canon or, well, actually for that matter, third-party companies to build and sell some sort of water-cooled attachment for the R5 and, well, actually for the R6 as well. And all you asset photographers out there might take note, this could be your answer to your R5 overheating problems. Jumping over to Panasonic, the new Panasonic firmware updates boost autofocus performance in the S cameras. The four Panasonic S cameras, the S1, the S1R, the S1H, and the S5 just got a firmware update that improves autofocus performance across the board. One of the biggest improvements is that all four cameras now have head detection, and which of course this feature was only previously in just the S5 itself. Now the improvements also include face, eye, and body detection, which give the cameras the ability to better follow a moving person, even if the person turns around away from the camera. The S1, the S1H, and the S1R also now have the capacity of toggling human to animal recognition on and off, depending on the area mode being used. Additionally, the S1, S1H, and the S5 also get better recognition performance when shooting in Vlog. Other video improvements include the ability to play back vertical video as well as 4K video transfer to smartphone via Wi-Fi. I'm actually kind of curious as far as what sort of speeds they're going to be able to get in these sort of transfers, because those files can be pretty sizable. But anyways, the S5 also got some big improvements to video capture. It can now shoot in DCI 4K in multiple bit depths, bit rates, and frame rates. It can also output raw video over HDMI to an Atomos recorder, and that is just the start. Now the Panasonic S5 was already one of the best video first mirrorless cameras, but with these sort of firmware updates and the price that it continues to be relatively low, it's now an even better buy. And those are the leading stories that we have this week. Now, what you have been waiting for, the details of our current giveaway. Here are the prizes that we're giving away this time. We have a ViewSonic 34-inch VP3481 curved monitor, we have a DJI Mavic Mini 2, and of course the Hex brand Ranger Mini Sling. As always, to enter the giveaway is really easy. Step 1, like this video and subscribe to our channel. Step 2, leave a comment below. In fact, the more of our videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the more chances that you have to win. So get watching some of our other videos and leave some comments. Step 3, register on PhotographyTalk and introduce yourself in the form. Now, if you have registered on the site during one of the last giveaways, you're still eligible to win, but as I keep saying, swing on by, say hello. We would love to see you. And friend, that is it. For complete details on the giveaway, including how to register on PhotographyTalk and how to say hello in the forum, check out the description below. Good luck. All right, guys, that is it. Well, you know what? Speaking of giveaways, while we're talking about giveaways, yesterday we have a new giveaway that's going on as well. It's a iPhone 12 Pro, 256 gig that we're giving away. We launched the video yesterday. It's one of those goofy videos that I do once a year where I compare an iPhone to like an R5 or an R6, which is exactly what we did. And you'll love the video, but go check that out because we're giving away a iPhone, a 256 gig iPhone 12 Pro, your choice of color. So I'm going to put a link to the description below to that as well. And guys, that is it. Now it's the part of the video where I'm going to ask you to do all that YouTube stuff. If you were entertained, if you found some value in this video, hit that like button. If you are currently not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, kick that bell to be notified each time that we come out with a video. With all that out of the way, my friend, I'm going to go jumping out of here. You stay healthy and create your best shot.